Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to do a general collective reading for you guys. We're going to see what the message is today. Keep in mind, this could be past, present, future, okay? You will know best how this fits, where this fits, if it fits at all, okay? Before I get into the reading, there was a scene that came to me, okay? Now, this could be relevant for someone here. I saw a wedding, okay? You could have been a bridesmaid here at this wedding, or someone here could have been a maid of honor at a wedding. There's something here about a wedding, okay, or a wedding party. And either this was your wedding or you were like the maid of honor, or something about a maid of honor or a bridesmaid here, okay? Now, what was happening in this scene was that there was like, there was a fight, but not, it's like a fight with like in a relationship, okay? Where, you know how sometimes one person attends the wedding and then the significant other doesn't, they stay home. So in this scene, it was kind of about that whoever was at the wedding or in the wedding party, this person's day was ruined, okay? So, well, not the day was ruined, but the whole celebration was basically being ruined because of a partner at home that was being extremely jealous. It was like that energy of, you know, you're out with your friends, you're just dancing, you're at a wedding, you're maybe the maid of honor, you're just celebrating, okay? And then all of a sudden your phone starts blowing up, right? Or somebody is like, something about like accusing you of cheating, or oh, you don't have service. It's that kind of a thing, you know those kind of relationships where if someone goes out and is with their friends, I mean, this is like something you see with narcissists, right? It's like if you have fun or you're just out by yourself, they'll want to ruin it for you, or they just start making a scene, they start causing a scene. And someone could have been like, if this is you, then someone could have been accusing you of like, you know, who are you there with? Who are you dancing with? Why don't you have service? Okay. It's giving me a situation like that where, you know, you're just at like, I saw a wedding. It's a wedding for someone here. Okay. Or just take it how it resonates, but that's what's playing in my mind. And then having a partner at home, then that is like accusing you of, you know, cheating, or accusing you of things, or, you know, basically just ruining the celebration for you, okay, by making a scene. So that's what I've got here starting out this reading. So let's see what this is about. Okay, so now I don't know if this is like the present or if this was in the past, okay? Maybe one of you guys was in a relationship with someone who, you know, was quick to make accusations of that sort, or, you know, you felt like every time you were with your friends, it turned into some sort of a drama. I mean, this could even be not even just a wedding, but generally when you go to visit friends, okay? It's like somebody always picking fights with you, always starting fights with you, always acting very jealous or controlling, okay? Let's see what's going on here for the collective today. The King of Cups, the King of Cups, the Temperance, the Emperor in reverse, and the Two of Wands, Death. Yeah, so, okay, so the King of Cups and Temperance coming out right next to each other. This looks like this King of Cups could be sort of an earth angel energy, okay? Yeah, this could be someone that's very balanced, very healing here. And then we have an Emperor in the reverse. Someone that's, you know, very oppressive, jealous, controlling. Someone that, like everything I just described, okay, makes, you're just out with your friends and they make a big scene. They're just very controlling, can be a bit abusive, okay? And this has to do with someone's choice or what someone did here, a choice that someone made. Why is the King of Cups here for the collective? The Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess and the World. Yeah, this King of Cups is giving me someone that's very balanced. Okay, Earth Angel energy here. It's coming out with the High Priestess. So this is someone that's very intuitive, extremely intuitive. Someone who's very balanced. The World. This has to do with some sort of a cycle closing out. Why is Temperance here? The Ten of Wands. The Page of Swords. And the Chariot in reverse. So this has to do with some sort of communication here that left someone feeling burdened. And I feel like this is you in this situation, right? So it feels like the communication coming in is from some sort of an Emperor in the reverse, someone that is that can be very mean, they can be very controlling, jealous, pushy. The Ten of Wands is giving me like these accusations, right? So someone comes in and they just make something feel hard. Like they just kind of ruin your celebrations. They ruin your time with friends. They just put this burden on you, and you know, you just want to have fun dancing, or you just want to have fun, or you just want to hang out with your friends, and all of a sudden there's just this depressing mood. It's like that very narcissistic energy of someone that wants to just make you sad. Like they would rather you be with friends and be extremely down and sad and way down and feeling this immense burden, right? It's like, yeah, you're just like in my scene, in my mind, it's like you're at a fucking wedding where you might even be the maid of honor, and you cannot have fun because someone is throwing these swords and these words at you and just making you feel so down. Okay, the Chariot in reverse, making you feel so demotivated, making you feel so yeah, restless, or no drive, like no motivation, just making you feel like you can't do anything, maybe making you feel like you can't go anywhere. Okay, making you feel like you can't even go visit your friends, because if you do, there's always an issue, there's always a problem. Why is the Emperor in reverse here? Like this, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Like, I don't know if this, with Death being here, maybe you ended the Eight of Cups. Maybe you ended a relationship here with this Emperor in the reverse because of something that transpired here, okay? Maybe you just kind of got done. Because I feel like it's like a major life event, right? It's like a pretty big event here. Something like a wedding, possibly, where something here might have just been so... I don't know. It's giving me like a breaking point in the relationship, because you can't fathom why this person would ruin that for you, or not just allow you to just, you know, spend time. Look, the Three of Cups. Yeah, this is a party. This is a celebration. This could be a wedding or a party, or where, you know, a group of people come together, soul tribe family. Everyone's having fun, right? It's about having fun. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wanting to work on something here. The Page of Wands in reverse. And we'll have to see what the Ten of Swords in reverse is here. Okay, what's the Two of Wands? Strength. So some sort of a decision. Someone needed a lot of strength for this decision here. Or the Five of Pentacles. Someone feeling abandoned, feeling left out, feeling left alone. The King of Pentacles. Why do I feel like strength in this case is giving me the Emperor in the reverse? It's like someone that wants control. And that control, that need for control, could come from a place of like insecurity, like the Five of Pentacles, okay? Maybe not even insecurity as much as like there's some sort of a lack there. There's some sort of a void there, which someone might overcompensate with control, okay? Or wanting to like dominate the situation. It doesn't even feel very conscious. It feels unconscious, like subconscious kind of a thing. Let's see. Tell me more about this King of Cups here with the Knight of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. This has to do with someone feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling trapped in a situation. What do you mean? Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped because of balance, wanting something that complements each other, not knowing the truth, not having clarity. Not having clarity about a connection, not having clarity about balance, or not having balance, or feeling imbalanced, feeling stuck, feeling trapped in a situation, not having some sort of mental clarity. Okay. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Soulmates. This has to do with a soulmate connection, okay? Or meeting someone that maybe you consider a soulmate, or maybe someone that you agree with, okay? You feel like you're on like the same soul wavelength with this person, like a kindred spirit kind of a thing. Yeah, but this was no seduction. This is not someone that you're hooking up with. This was not anything to do with flirting, dating. This is not. Okay, so maybe that's where you met this King of Cups. I don't know, or this is you, okay? There's something about a soulmate connection here. Talking, text, calls, emails. All right, tell me more about that. The Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this has to do with a breakup. So a breakup, possibly from this Emperor in the reverse here, this controlling, jealous energy. This breakup had something to do with trying to figure something out, or trying to, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is about making like a practical decision, or trying to make a rational decision, trying to see something from, you know, a logical point of view here. But why is that here? Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. This has to do with what someone has been investing their time into, okay? This has to do with long-term investment. This has to do with long-term investment. What do you mean? What's the long-term investment here? With bad memories of the past. Bad memories of the past, long-term investment. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so whatever this is here, you were going through something where you were trying to figure out how to maybe get yourself out of some sort of mental entrapment, or you were working through a situation where you didn't want to feel trapped anymore. You didn't want to feel so controlled or confined, maybe even restricted anymore, okay? Because something that you were going through here with another person, it was leaving like a sour taste in your mouth, okay? It was just giving you a lot of bad memories, or maybe it was reminding you of someone from the past. Something from the past, someone from the past. Like, I don't know, maybe you've been, it's kind of giving me like, maybe even before this Emperor in the reverse, there was another person that you were dating, and it was also the same way. Like maybe it was bringing up some sort of, I don't know, memories of like being controlled, or okay, or yeah, that's a very narcissistic trait, right? Is when someone starts to try and isolate you, or when they try to ruin, you know, good moments with your friends for you, or they're always finding something to, you know, pick a fight about. I feel like you really couldn't take that energy with this person. So why is the High Priestess here? The Three of Swords. Yeah, something here was hurting you. It was causing you a lot of pain. Okay, the Empress in the reverse. It was even, I feel like maybe taking away your power, right? Maybe you felt like you couldn't stand in your authority. It's like, this is giving me like a power struggle, okay? Someone didn't want, this is like someone that doesn't accept you in your light, like the way that you are, standing in your power. It's like someone that, this could even be someone like, as stupid as it sounds, but it's like they know that you're beautiful. They know you're magnetic. They know that you're attractive. And it's like they want to make you insecure. They want to kind of ruin moments for you, like, so that there's no chance of you like doing something that they think that you're doing. Okay, something like that. Very toxic energy. Okay. Yeah, you're not out here dating someone new. You're not out here meeting someone new, planning, setting a date. Chaser in reverse. But you also aren't going to chase after them, or... help me explain, help me understand this a bit more. What are you trying to tell me here? The Two of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. This has something to do with balancing something out. Somebody weighing their options. Somebody having multiple options. Something being switched around when it comes to a gift, a blessing. Some sort of an investment. Okay, what is that? What's the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, so my phone storage was full. I don't know if I read this card, but despair came out. So I feel like despair is about the situation in general, how you felt in the situation. Like, I don't know, what's despair? The Runner. Yeah, this person was hurting you. I feel like the Runner is the Emperor in the reverse. It's like this person was hurting you. During this time in your life, they were very, you were in despair a lot. I feel like you were going through a lot of, you were crying a lot. You were down a lot. You were constantly suffering underneath this person's, like, it's giving me like anger outbursts. Like they would constantly flip a switch and just make a scene out of nothing. Like constantly in their ego about something, okay? You're trying to explain. It's like a kind of a partner where you're trying to explain how something was, and they just treat you like you did the worst thing in the world, even though there was nothing. It's like you go to a wedding and all you're doing is being the maid of honor, and all of a sudden it's like you're having to take accusations, and someone is screaming at you and accusing you of being with someone else, and it's like, what the flying fuck is going on here? Like that's what this feels like a lot of just feeling down, like not understanding it, like maybe even asking yourself, like, am I being abused? Because I feel like in this kind of situation, like you're constantly having to explain yourself for things that you shouldn't have to be explaining yourself for people that have like rational minds, right? I don't know. What's the Two of Pentacles? The Butterfly, a relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. What is that about? The Five of Cups. Yeah, this is you, 100%. You felt this way so many times in this relationship. Sad, grieving, feeling hopeless, not understanding why someone is treating you this way. And not even that, it's like, why? You could be someone that's very trustworthy, and then you have someone that's just constantly, it's like you feel like you're not being seen for who you are. Okay, just a lot of sadness all the time. Oh man. Okay, why is Temperance here? And then an angel appeared, the Fool. The Five of Swords. This has to do with someone being very selfish, very manipulative. Yeah, very, very selfish. Okay. In the past. Yeah. Man, in the past, this person was very selfish, very cutthroat, okay? The Five of Swords is someone that they will say anything to you. They will accuse you of things. They will belittle you. They will degrade you. They will insult you. They will really just verbally nasty, honestly. Ten of Wands. The Fool. Yeah, you just want to have a nice time. Like, literally, you just want to have a nice time. You just want to feel free. You just want to go and do things that you feel like doing, okay? And then here comes the communication, just making you feel so weighed down. So weighed down. I mean, even if this is not like a party, this is going to be the kind of relationship where, like, you know, you might be someone, you love hiking, okay? Maybe you love being in nature, okay? You love, you know, going on adventures, and maybe you're the kind of person you don't have a problem with being alone. So this kind of thing where, like, even if you go by yourself and you're just going and you're booking a hotel for 2 nights, okay, just to go hiking for 2 days, right? Just enjoy nature, be outside, be with yourself. This is someone that will just ruin the entire trip for you by accusing you of being there with someone else, accusing you of, you know, you're cheating. Who are you really with? Where are you really? And it's like, I'm just fucking hiking. I'm just hiking. That's this. Okay? It's, oh God, very... They just ruin everything, right? It makes you never want to do anything again, because it's like every time I do something, you come around and just make it so depressing, really. The Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. This has to do with what? Like a marriage, or what is that? The Hierophant, Six of Pentacles. What is that? Thoughts. This has something to do with your thoughts or someone's thoughts. What is that? Yeah, no self-worth. Yeah, man, I can tell you, when you're dealing with someone like this, your self-worth is going to suffer. You're not going to, you know, it's going to be hard to focus on yourself and do things that uplift your self-worth and, you know, time to heal. Doing things that are good for you. Spending time alone. I mean, focus on self. I feel like this has a lot to do with you doing things where you're focused on yourself. You're doing things to take care of yourself. You're going and seeing friends. You're going into nature. You're going and doing things that feel good to you. And it's like, it's in the reverse. You couldn't do anything to focus on yourself without it being a fucking problem. And again, the self-worth, it's like, you know, this is going to be the kind of person where they don't even have any proof. They have no proof except for something that they're imagining in their mind. And all of a sudden, you know, you're just like being bombarded with like, you're a hoe, you're a this, you're a that, I knew that you were doing this. I knew that you were doing, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Okay. It can really just make you wonder, like, why, what did I do? These are kind of relationships that make you ask, what did I do to make you act this way? Okay. Because in those moments, you're not realizing that it has nothing to do with you. Okay. This person is, you know, who knows what they're doing behind the scenes that's making them imagine these things. But you could be someone, you know, that you're very, they have nothing to worry about. You're so super loyal. You're super faithful. You're not doing anything. It's for people, like, you'll only know what this feels like if you've been through it, really. Okay. It's super mind-boggling to wrap your head around, like, what the fuck is going on in your brain. Again, the Three of Cups at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this Emperor in the reverse. Judgment. This person is under judgment. This person is under judgment right now. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. People are going to see this very clearly. People are going to see what happened here very clearly. Okay. Just because someone is, you know, accusing you of all these things, going off on you, insulting you, degrading you, you know, being a controlling, jealous oppressor, dictator in your life, that doesn't mean you did anything wrong or did anything to deserve that. Okay, some people don't have themselves under control. Okay. Wedding rings in reverse. This has to do with someone not being married. Not getting married, not being married, not going to the wedding with you. They didn't want to go to the wedding with you, okay? But then when you're by the wedding by yourself, they throw an entire huge fucking meltdown like a toddler, okay? Or it has something to do with a divorce. So, what's the Ten of Swords in reverse? The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not out here. You're literally not out here betraying this person. You're not doing anything. You're not. You're not. You're just, you know, with a group of people, or what is this? Ten of Swords in reverse. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. What is that with the Ten of Swords in reverse? The Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. The Five of Swords. If this is someone that, yeah, it's about how this person was constantly accusing you. Constantly accusing you of doing something, of you cheating, of you going out, of you stepping out, of you meeting people behind their back, but you weren't. You want to know why this person was doing that? Because they have an issue with control, because they're probably doing it because they want to ruin your day, because they want, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know the reason why people act this way. I can't even tell you. And honestly, I got a headache, so I don't even feel like reading too much into it today, okay? Try me on another day. But like, this reading has a lot to do with this person being extremely cutthroat with you, okay? Just very selfish, just very up in their head, just thinking the worst about you, just making you the problem, constantly accusing you of the things that they're probably doing. It's like, the thing is though, if you're someone that trusts blindly, okay, and you are in a relationship with someone like this, and you're someone that you know that you can be trusted, you know that nothing's happening, you know that, you know, if you're telling this person you're with a friend, then you're with a friend. You're not doing things behind their back. You're, you know, if you're going out hiking, then that's what you're doing. You're not out here playing games with this person. But if an Emperor in the reverse, a very controlling, jealous dictator that might be cheating, sits there and thinks, oh, they said they're doing this and that, but I'm doing things behind their back. I'm secretly hooking up with other people. So if I can do it, then they're probably doing it. Wrong. Wrong. Right? But that's how they act. They start projecting onto you what they're actually doing behind your back, because they're secretly hooking up with people, and they're telling you that they're at home, but they're actually out at the club. They're accusing you of doing that. And you're sitting there going like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you accusing me of doing all these things when I'm not doing any of it? Okay. Yeah. The Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody just can't get past something here. Somebody can't get over something here. The Hierophant. Is this a marriage? Something about a wedding. Yeah, there's definitely something here about a wedding. Okay. A wedding. A wedding. Three of Cups. Or friends. Why is the Hierophant here again? Expecting something to be over. Expecting something to be over. Expecting something to be over. What do you mean? Sudden change in reverse. Shocking news in reverse. Upheaval, transformation in reverse. Help me understand this. Oh, man, it's about this person just constantly fighting with you, man. Constantly picking fights with you. And honestly, you want to know why I think this person was constantly picking fights with you, okay? Is because they didn't want you to find something out. Sudden change, shocking news in reverse. It's like classic projection, honestly. It's someone that has their own secrets and they don't want you to find out about what they've been doing behind your back or the secrets that they've been keeping behind your back. So it's like they're constantly projecting it on you because they're sitting there going, well, you know, shit, I'm lying about this thing and I'm hiding this thing and I'm secretly doing this and I'm secretly meeting them. And it's like, they then assume, I guess, that you're the same way. They assume that they're expecting it. But this person, these kind of people, because this is abuse, it's emotional abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. These kind of people, they don't realize that not everyone is like them. Okay? And the fact that they keep, you know, ruining everything for you, it's literally a projection of what's going on in their own mind and maybe their own guilty conscience and maybe their own, you know, overthinking and their, you know, that's what this is. Honestly, they're just constantly picking fights with you. Five of Wands. Yeah. So why is this person under judgment? Because of you transcending an obstacle or something that someone is learning. Because of you ascending. Okay. Or they were supposed to ascend. They were supposed to ascend. The Page of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. This has to do with some sort of communication about work. Working on something. Working on themselves, maybe. Okay, I don't know. Ascending. Maybe this Emperor in the reverse here is supposed to be working on themselves. Okay, maybe there's some sort of communication about this person talking about how they know that they're super controlling and they know that they're super jealous and they know that they're overthinking and they keep, you know, accusing you of things that come out of the fucking blue, right? It's like you're just having a fun time. You just get smacked over the head with it every single time. You're like, what the hell did I do wrong? Not today. Yeah. Boundaries, angry, hurt, still angry. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Maybe you didn't want to talk to this person anymore. I don't know. I feel like you broke up with them or you didn't want to talk to them anymore. Maybe you were pushing them away because of this attitude problem, okay? Because it was just getting too much for you to handle. You didn't want to feel this way anymore, okay? The Ten of Wands, you didn't want to feel this way anymore. Ten of Wands. You could have gone off on this person. For some reason, I feel like you really went off on this person at some point and said, look, you are making everything hard for me. I'm not doing anything. And you just keep accusing me of things. Like, I'm not doing anything. You just ruined. This could even be, like I said, like maybe your best friend got married and you're the maid of honor. And here comes this guy or this girl ruining that day for you with their fucking attitude. And their controlling and jealous tendencies. It's giving me something like that. It's like, or your birthday. This could be someone that even fucks up your own birthday with their attitude. It's like they just cannot keep it together. They don't want to celebrate with you. They want to, like, it's like someone that just used you as an emotional punching bag. And it probably really brought you down. Made you sit there and cry a lot, wondering like, why? Why every single time I want to do something, why is it always a fight? Like, why do you do this every single time? Okay. Yeah, this is someone that's supposed to be working on themselves and, you know, figuring out why they are doing this, because their projections have nothing to do with you, okay? And the craziest thing about it is that you probably do not do the same thing to them, right? They go out with their friends. You're like, okay, have fun. They say they're going on vacation with their with their friends. You're like, okay, have a nice time. You know, just check in with me. You're someone that's probably super trusting. You're probably someone that's way too trusting. You probably trusted this person too much, right? You're not out here every single time they want to do something or hang out with their friends, you know, making a big scene and ruining their whole night. You're like, have fun. Just text me. Let me know when you get back. But every time it's the other way around, it's like, it's like something that at some point you know that if you go out with your friends, they're gonna make it, you know, make a molehill into a volcano, right? So what's the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands is the Two of Wands. So you made a choice. I feel like this has to do with your choice, probably to break up. Let's see. What's the Two of Wands? Camera, in the past. This has to do with you reminiscing, learning from the past. Yeah, because I feel like at this point, it was a repetitive cycle. Or it was something that they did repetitively, okay? They just kept doing it over and over and over again. And they were not stopping their pattern, okay? The pattern of being controlling and jealous. And you just wanted to maybe live your life without someone constantly making you feel bad for everything that you do. Yeah, sudden change, shocking news, surprise epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So something happened suddenly, some sort of a choice. What's that? The Seven of Wands. Yeah, you stood up for yourself. You started, this is when you started to stand up for yourself. Okay. I feel like you might have, you know, you might have, I almost want to say like been complacent for a while. Okay. You know, tried to diffuse the situation and tried to be understanding and, you know, tried to talk it down and like, let me explain, like nothing happened. Can we just talk? But you get to the point, and I feel like really for someone here, it was like a major life event that you cannot get back. And that memory is always going to be there of this person ruining that day for you. And it was just like, you know what? Fuck you. Okay. Seven of Wands is really like, fuck you. Okay. You're going too far. I don't know what the hell is going on in your mind, but it's like, this is too much. Like, who do you think you are treating someone like this? Okay. I feel like this is where you kind of started to stand up for yourself a bit. So what else? The Page of Cups. And someone here wanting to apologize. Then someone wants to reach out. Okay. Yeah, maybe this person came back around and said, I'm sorry, I was so controlling. I'm sorry that I made a scene. I'm sorry that, you know, I don't know, ruined your day. The Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And this has to do with a fated event, family. This has to do with family or what? What is that? That's... This has to do with this main male, okay? And this main male's telling you, oh, I'm going to work on myself. Look at this. In your relationship, okay? So I feel like, look, it could be this King of Pentacles, main male here, okay? Or, you know, just take it how it resonates. But whoever this person was, after they did all of this and went that far, okay, and just couldn't leave it alone, they, I guess, then came back to apologize and told you they're going to work on themselves. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Sometimes I freak out. I'm sorry. I'm too controlling and I don't know what's wrong with me. And I just think of all these crazy things, and then I imagine all this crazy stuff, and I'm sorry for ruining your day, and I'm going to work on myself so that I'm not so controlling anymore. It's like that kind of a thing, right? Oh man. Okay, so why is this here? What's the important message here for the collective when it comes to this? The Seven of Pentacles is about a long-term investment or putting the work in. The Seven of Wands. This is about you defending yourself, or maybe that's what you need to do. I don't know. Maybe someone here needs to stand up and start to defend themselves and stop letting this person walk all over you, treat you this way, okay? Stop being complacent. If you're dating someone and they're constantly accusing you of cheating, it's like you need to fight back. Like, don't play into it anymore, because some of us are just too nice, okay? We really go down the path of like, no, I'm sorry, like nothing happened, let me explain. It's like, no, you have to get to a point where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this with you anymore, okay? I'm not doing anything. Your trust issues, your control issues, your issues with jealousy, that has nothing to do with me, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and apologize for things that I didn't even fucking do, okay? Because we're going around and around and around and around and around here on this merry-go-round, right? The Two of Swords. What is that? Somebody not seeing things clearly. The Devil. Oh, you're really dealing with someone here that just refuses to see the truth because they're completely engrossed in this jealousy and control. Like, they just refuse to see clearly. They refuse to see things clearly. They refuse to see things from your side. They refuse to listen to you because they're just completely possessed by this control and jealousy for no reason. Okay. Yeah, it's super toxic. The Fool. And this was you. Okay, so I feel like you already left this relationship in the past, because you leaving that relationship was about this person being way too jealous, way too controlling, way too pushy, way too accusatory, way too, abusive. And you wanted to feel free. You wanted to feel free again, okay? You just wanted to have your life back. And then there was some sort of a fight about money, fight about stability. Some sort of an argument, some sort of a fight, an argument here about money. The Magician. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. You might have had a fight with this person about some sort of money that was sent to you, possibly, okay? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then you realize this person is just not going to work on themselves, or you can't work on this with this person, or something about losing a job, or something about you being unemployed or not having work. The Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. And now someone is exposed here, okay? Now someone can't manipulate this anymore. Now someone can't be conniving, backstabbing, manipulative with this anymore here. With this person that refused to work on themselves. Or what's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Poverty. Yeah, so there was a fight. Okay, so maybe in this time, with this Emperor in the reverse, this very cruel and oppressive person in your life here, you broke up with them. We also have a King of Cups here, someone that's, very intuitive, someone that you seem to have some sort of a soulmate connection with, or just a friendship with, or it's nothing sexual, okay? Seduction in reverse. It's just a kindred spirit kind of a person. This person could have sent you money, maybe, or sent someone money here because someone was in poverty, somebody was in lack, somebody didn't have a job. There could have been a fight that broke out about this person sending you money, okay? Yeah, so maybe you told this Emperor in the reverse here, this other person, that this King of Cups sent you money. And then a fight broke out about the fact that they're sending you money, but that person's not providing for you anyways, okay? Something like that. Okay, so they could have gotten mad at you that someone else was helping you out in a hard time journey. And this has something to do with you traveling, or you being far away, maybe you being out of town, or this is about visiting home or traveling somewhere in the distance. Yeah, something about time. Could have happened a long time ago. Yeah, this jealousy. Emperor in the reverse, King of Pentacles, super jealous person, okay? Or whoever that is, the Emperor in the reverse. Super, super jealous, controlling person at some point in your life in the past, okay? Could have made you very frustrated in this relationship. Could have really done a lot to your confidence, okay? The constant fighting, the constant like accusations, the constant having to justify or talk about things that didn't even happen, or, you know, you're trying to explain situations and they're just putting words in your mouth. It's like, what did, you know, and then the other way around, like, who knows what the hell they're doing behind your back, but they don't want to talk to you about that, do they? Yeah, okay, so let's see. Last words of advice here for the collective. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. The King of Wands. The Empress in the reverse. Why does the Empress keep coming out in the reverse? Or it's the Emperor in the reverse. It's the same energy in the reverse. I don't know. It's either about making you feel very insecure, you feeling like very disempowered, okay? Abundance. This has to do with money. This has to do with the money. With some sort of money that you got, or someone got money. Someone being jealous of some sort of money. Somebody being jealous of somebody sending someone money. Yeah. Yeah, the Emperor in the reverse. Being jealous and angry about someone sending you money. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay, don't get it confused. Okay, and this could have been a long time ago. Has something to do with a journey far away. Okay, so I think we got everything. But what is the advice here? I mean, what do you want collective to do with this information? This has to do with a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, it has to do with a Queen of Pentacles on a phone. Okay. Queen of Photoshop. It has to do with a Queen of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles. Or is the Queen of Pentacles and a child? I don't know. Or some sort of a payment here. The Ten of Pentacles. No, it has to do with a lot of money. The Ten of Pentacles. An investment. A purchase. A lot of money. Okay, so I don't know how this Queen of Pentacles and this money and this payment and this investment here ties in, but okay. Oh, it doesn't matter because now someone here is exposed for these messages. Okay. So the messages, now you're exposed. The messages about you being absolutely abused by a controlling, jealous Emperor in the reverse who doesn't want you to have any fun in your life, right? So, okay, so now someone is being exposed here. This Emperor in the reverse is under judgment. And if this happened for one of you guys recently, you can bet on the fact that they're going to come back and say they're going to work on themselves. But ask yourself one thing. If they're acting this way towards you, you have to ask yourself, what the fuck are they hiding? Because 100%, they're hiding something. That's why they're acting this way towards you, even though you don't deserve it. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time.